LG does narrowly have LG
go.
on this one. They are the fan favorites, but are they the favorites on the pitch? The only place that matters. A space station, a global object against whatever a luminosity is. Let's get into the round 3.
Whatever luminosity is.
As you've heard them talk about on the desk, the word of the day is redemption. For Luminosity, redemption from a lackluster first qualifier in this second half of the season. And for Space Station Gaming, redemption for an entire split's worth of running into Gen G. Here's the thing, they win here, they will probably be on the other half of the bracket from them. Let's find out what happens.
I'm trying to escape the fraud mobile.
That's a big
I've
probably.
broken out of the trunk and I'm running down the street, okay? And it depends on what side of the shiny coin do you care about, because it's really Chicago.
Good start for
Sparkling.
Space Station.
One team made
A quick,
Copenhagen,
easy
but
goal.
another team also made top 8 last regional. So we'll see who comes out on top in Swiss.
It's been a deadly duo so far today, Chicago and LJ. With that goal from Chicago, he's now got 9 to match LJ's 9. He's been stellar. 9 goals,
Jesus.
9 assists through the first couple of rounds. That's Cheese going to work for Luminosity. He's been brilliant for LG. But you're up against now a Space Station Gaming squad that I think a lot of people thought was easily the best team that did not qualify for the Copenhagen Major. And I think a lot of teams, or a lot of people kind of looked at Luminosity as the team that stole their spot. So this matchup, very poetic in that sense, as Hawks are going to work. Drop that one off. LJ's there as well. And Chicago corkscrewing through the air has his shot blocked away by Magic Bear. The pressure doesn't quite stop here, as SSG does not let Luminosity out of the zone quickly at all. And I think this is going to be a step up in pressure for LG in this series. Space Station has brought it so far today. Just ask NRG.
Yeah, and LG rose above those expectations of, like you said, they, quote, took the spot out of SSG, but then still performed above what everyone thought at Copenhagen. While as SSG, you thought, okay, oh, if we just make playoffs every single regional, we'll go to the major, right? Apparently not. Like, this fight in North America, the race is so tight, the competition. It's the third and fourth spot that is really up for grabs. And we'll see if LG can make a return at the major, because they're going to need a huge comeback after, you know, after we keep unfortunately mentioning the fact they missed the last regionals top 8.
The number Luminosity will be trying to avoid, 10. It's been the magic number so far for Space Station Gaming. 4 games against NRG, they scored 10 goals. They go 5 games with TSM. You saw the tail end of that a moment ago. And they scored 10 goals. Trying to keep them off the scoreboard, they have not been successful in the first couple of minutes. Cheese goes right by that ball, but Chicago demolished by Magic Bear, able to grab the boost as well and use the time allotted to him to get around LJ, get around Hoxer. Can he pull off the triple by himself? With a little help from Reynolds, he does. Magic Bear beats SSG, tie game.
Okay.
You love to see that LG
That was a good demo.
are not
Magic
playing
Bear
nervous.
just
Start off the day
played it nice
right.
and
They
calm.
know they're only 1 win away. Great demo to
Good play.
free up the net too. And LG know they have to go all the way to keep London hopes alive and to crush the ones of SSG. But this is a 2-0 game, so whatever happens, like, the work has already been done and the work keeps going if you're LG.
This one, it almost looked like it developed in
Oh,
slow
I missed
motion.
it. What
Hawks
happened?
are kind of backing up there, and he drifts to
Oh.
try and get in position. He
Okay.
knows he's got to be facing the net and got to get there in a hurry, and Cheese just throws a fastball right by him. And at the halfway mark, Luminosity, who scored 2 quick ones to keep SSG's head spinning.
Just great support out of LG. Just play closer. Now Cheese from up high after a demo from Reynolds. It's a lot of pressure to win the net. Great save.
The Luminosity are on a giant high right now.
This out has been slowed down.
They ain't giving up.
LG
That's for
set
sure.
themselves up off the backboard. Hawks at least gets a piece of it, a hand up to send it
What
off.
can Space Station do
Right now,
to
Cheese is just
counter
too
it?
fast for a Space Station game.
That's what
He
we
is
need to find
intercepting
out.
Pass after pass, even off the kickoff. Had the ball quickly going downfield before SSG was ready for it. LJ demolished there, that time by Reynolds. He's got an extermination in 3 minutes. Are you kidding me? I mean, I know I heard a few explosions. I didn't realize they were all him. Good grief.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit out of hand, but you got to do everything you can. Reynolds setting up Cheese, shot a bit wide. Toxer, not with a lot of boost, but doing his best to just walk this off. As LG They retreat back to the midfield, try to lock it down.
Okay.
And SSG just find the gap.
Okay, they're taking a page out of Luminosity's book and go for the
As
bumps.
Chicago gets his second, but give a huge assist to Hoxer. as
Fight
he
fire
gets
with
the
fire,
last
that can
defender.
work.
And Space Station Gaming right back at them. This has been one of the most physical games we've seen in a hot minute. Magic Bear after Hoxer takes out Reddles. That had to feel therapeutic. Nice demo, nice goal. Cheese gives them
And
the lead again.
wow, okay. Luminosity
Non-stop
just,
scoring
they are not
last
having it.
minute. But yeah, even the double would have been nice. But as long as someone is there to clean up, because that's what we need out of LG: consistency and
They
clean
just want it.
play.
They really
Because
want
that
it
is the
today.
question mark. They're imposing on everyone. And
Oh my
they
god,
corrected
and
us,
it's straight
and
back
Chicago will also
the
correct
Space
that gap
Station.
in the score with some quick retaliation.
Kickoff after
Gonna
kickoff.
sound like a broken record. Loose ball, kickoff, it goes neutral. Reddles turns upfield, and what does that mean?
Good
He
camera
can't
work.
get back to the net in time. Happens time and time again in North America. Nobody learns. 3-3.
I don't
This
get what the
pace
hell's
is
going on
getting
right
out
now.
of control. Like you're just
This is
scoring
weird.
back to back. Hoxer, the reset, leaving this off to Chicago, but now two in front. The defenders to deal with. Reynolds misses that touch. Now the ball to LJ. Chicago up before Magic Bear off the ceiling, but no second man up from SSG. At least they could try to lock down the midfield, not make this transition easy. 1 minute left, and game one is already very exciting.
Hoxer's got a full tank of boost as he goes up the side, but Reynolds takes him out as well. It's going to be 9 demos, I think, for him so far in this game. It's been a while since he'd picked one up after picking up his extermination for 7. There's Hoxer, though, met by Cheese with 40 seconds left. And Magic Bear chasing Chicago around the back wall.
good read
and
from
he
Chicago.
still manages to make the save. Hoxer recovers there as well. And a dangerous spot defensively for SSG, but danger averted for now. They're still packed in like sardines.
Wow, wow, wow.
Magic Bear tried to outlet back to Reynolds. Not going to happen. And Reynolds can turn on this, but
Oh,
gets
that
bumped
bump.
away by Hoxer.
That was a
And
good
Cheese
bump
has
to
go
relieve
all the way
pressure
back.
off the
Only
net.
13 seconds separate us from overtime. LJ can turn on this, but Reddle played it ahead instead. And this surely heads to sudden death, but they gave that ball away to Cheese, and they almost got punished for it. Magic Bear could not get up in time, and we go to OT.
SSG did such a good job of relieving that pressure, but also watching where that second man was, where Reynolds is in the box, because if it's not going to be the first shot that lands out of LG, it's the follow-up that why they've kept this
Oh, that
game
bump.
so
Oh.
close. It's already some early aggression out of SSG. Chicago forcing the save out of Cheese, and Hoxer is
Right,
up
Space
next.
Station need
SSG
this.
seem all over them. Now they're going to respect Magic Bear. Takes the ball high and almost
Oh.
lays down the red carpet.
Oh
and
my
Cheese
God,
can't
that's
tap
so
it home.
close for a
Hoxer is in
fade.
the way.
Boy, Hoxer put in a man's work defensively there. My goodness. Even with the setup by Reddles, Hoxer stops a penalty kick, and it comes back the other way. Magic Bear chases LJ away. Secures the midfield boost, waiting for Cheese to maybe win this ball away from Chicago. But even without boost, Chicago got that central, so now Cheese can play it forward finally, and Hoxer just sends it right back out to midfield. Nobody there to threaten that ball at all, as Reddle's second touch will send it away, and now back and forth the teams go. A little more than a game of tennis, waiting for someone to blink, someone to
Bang!
and there it is. They just
Good pass
won.
from Chicago. What a
thread the
slot.
needle.
SSG.
Yeah, it was so good from
All the
Hoxer.
wires were crossed, and you don't know where to
Magic
look.
Bear
You
also had
lose
no
it.
boost.
What's
Oh,
there?
both
Magic
Reynolds
Bear
and Magic
fell
Bear
over
both
the
had no
tree.
boost.
The rabbit came
Yeah,
out
there
of the
wasn't much they
hat,
could have
and
done there.
SSG making a mistake, because when all three of SSG are on the field, they put on a masterclass. That's why they're consistently into playoffs. So LG, I like that they're changing up their style of becoming that bully team, but you also need someone in the net, so great job by Magic Bear.
Hoxer goes for 7 saves, and then he has technically the assist on the overtime winner. Keep an eye on Hoxer as this series goes on. Chicago now out of the corner. Magic Bear takes out LJ, so it's only Hoxer in
Close.
midfield who's trying to guide that ball back towards LJ off the respawn, and it just barely worked out. Now Chicago with Hoxer the full tank of boost. He's a decoy this time, and LG does not bite on it, so LJ has to stay back. And Cheese met by LJ, can't get that back to Reddles, And it's Space Station Gaming picking up the pace just a little bit from game one, and they're almost rewarded with a goal from it.
Yeah, SSG playing close enough that if they happen to lose these 50s while they take the ball high, there's someone down low that can take the immediate follow-up shot, forcing LG to scramble and panic and have to be aware of all the players on the field, just not the initial offense, as the LG retaliation at least seems to not be slowed down. They're able to even lock up Chicago into the back wall, but now that all of SSG look comfortable, it's gonna be tough for LG to peel this back with the low boost that they have. So Reynolds and friends will have to leave.
Looked like Chicago was playing jump rope with Magic Bear or whoever was trying to bump it. It went back and forth twice. Still didn't actually move him anywhere. As Hawks are setting one up and Cheese dishes that out to the side. Chicago with not much in the
Pass to
tank.
LJ.
At least enough to feed LJ, but that floater is all he's got as he's knocked over to the side wall. And then Cheese bumped by LJ again. So we're not seeing the demos this time. There's one from Hawkser, and then he can turn and fire. It should be saved, and it is. Magic Bear back into the play, and what happens? Hawkser is right on his bumper again. Magic Bear and Reynolds both up for this ball. They don't throw off SSG, but you can tell the physical play is having an impact on both teams. But it's Space Station Gaming now, kind of making Magic Bear and Cheese and everybody else just a little uncomfortable here. LJ's got to get to this, and he does.
Yeah, magical use of the reset just to get themselves to demos. Magic Bear out for blood, and with the face, it's not like this is resulting in insane amount of lethality here, unless we'll see.
Bro, this laggy caster shit is so annoying.
Well, physical play has been the hallmark of both these teams so far. Third, or rather fourth.
Why is there always the two girls as well, or women, whatever they want to be?
Series, right under 5 demos a game. That number will undoubtedly go up, especially if Reynolds picks up another exterminator.
Why is it always seem to be them? I mean, I think there was one guy who was also lagging a bit, but for the most part, it's been both of them.
Avoids him, able to get that back out where Hawkser has it back in. And can Chicago get onto this? No, LJ called him off for good reason. And now Chicago avoids contact and stops Reynolds as well.
That was great by Chicago, but what?
It's hard enough to stop these guys in individual plays just looking at the ball, but when you've got to worry about 1 or 2 other attackers coming in, it adds a whole new level of complexity.
What is going on?
Putting together a defensive performance like this. So far, nobody's breached the scoreboard here. Nobody has found the back of the net, even though defenders are being put in nearly impossible situations. So anytime I hear that North Americans can't play defense, I kind of roll my eyes, because the level of defense we have to see at this level when this kind of game is being played is otherworldly.
Well, we people hate America, can we? We gotta stick to it, and someone's gotta cheer for North America, and someone's gotta get a goal. What the heck is happening? Game 1, we were stopped non-stop with people scoring, going back and forth, going to OT. And now things have really slowed down to a halt, at least in the scoring department. SSG are trying to force their way out, even LJ pushing people, but now Reynolds has a ball, threatening the double, leaves it to Cheese, but about time for Chicago to get a hand up.
Oh, Hawkser, slow play, low Magic.
Oh, what a play from Hawkser. Oh my god.
Look at the move right there.
He made Magic Bear hesitate, and then boom. They both had 0 boosts. All Magic Bear had to do was chow, but I mean, obviously he wouldn't have known that he had no boost, but still. That was great from Hawkser. Oh my god, and what a kicker from Chicago.
Luminosity and kickoffs. Hey, guess where Magic Bear turned? You'll never guess. You'll never guess where he turned with the ball coming back towards his net. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't back towards the net initially, and it's 2-0. 34 seconds, and Luminosity have a massive uphill climb left.
Yeah, it's the climb, as Miley Cyrus would say, and right when they just hurt you off kickoff, LG, it takes a while for this to build up, and they can't even pass. Even when they get these long passes, SSG have the final read. They're already pre-jumping for it. You know that SSG are confident too. LJ with the ball to Chicago. Magic Bear can intercept, but Hawkser swinging, and it will be saved, but not enough time for LG to do much.
That's match point for Space Station. Okay.
Without a goal.
shutout in game 2 after SSG had to go to overtime in game 1. Legged, and then you had the kickoff goal that immediately followed. That's how SSG wins game number 2. And now if they can put together one more, they'll be through into the top 8 at a 3-0 in Swiss.
What?
And, well, you know what? Awkward kickoffs have been the name of the game so far. Why not another to start game 3?
Just a bit of a fake. And all 3 of LG were just committed to that, and almost a momentary win for LJ that could have caused a 1v1 or even a breakaway.
Wow, LJ.
It ends up
Oh my
eventually,
god,
like
what a
crystal balls
read.
towards.
Great pass from Hoxer, but Jesus, LJ.
Whenever Spacestation plays, and he finally
He was ready
his
for that.
10th goal of the day to go with a couple of assists in this series. SSG score 18 seconds into game 3, and Luminosity looking up yet again.
LJ, not again.
At their Space Station overlords.
He wasn't able to. I was gonna say.
SSG are not
Riddles?
playing around, and
Riddles!
comes in like a rocket, will do it all by himself, but it starts with them connecting on the long passes.
What?
Which usually SSG are in position to
Wow, wow, wow. Okay.
That is
Okay.
so much freedom for LG to go for.
That's a great look.
Yeah, Reynolds kind of changed the pace. You often see guys go for maybe a kind of a delay or flip reset coming off of that side wall. No, he just picked his spot, dove right in, got over Hoxer. It was a well-read play, and then Cheese almost adds one. Magic does, and Luminosity, just as they
Luminosity
did last round
on
against
the up
Snowmen,
now,
took
okay.
goals and have turned this game
That's good
over.
to see.
Chicago and LJ with a bit of synchronized swimming, both going up the back wall, both coming down at the same time, running into each other and not able to recover before the ball was in the back of the net. So LG not even needing to demo or to do much of anything to force mistakes finally out of SSG, but an answer could be here for Hoxer, and we're tied again.
M80.
Everything falls apart
Whoa.
defensively for both of these
M80
squads here in the
3-0
first
Genji.
minute. You saw it a moment ago. The Swiss merchants are back in
Jesus.
M80 get another sweep. And all of a sudden, so that in back-to-back rounds, they take down G2 and they take down Gen G.
What the?
And all of a sudden, all the talk about Gen G and G2 being the prohibitive favorites to go into the finals, you kind of look at it and go, well, wait a minute. Maybe M80 will cook this time in the playoffs.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that just yet.
There's a lot of curses to break.
there's Friday M80 that seems to be back, and then there's the rest of the weekend M80. But what matters for M80, they are through into the top 8, and somebody will join them.
Oh, but that might be in. What a save from Chicago!
That one just saved away on the goal line.
G2 with that. Yeah.
Hoxer's going to clear this one away and try to stay with it, but he's got nothing in the tank. That's a brilliant drop off by Cheese towards Reynolds, back to Magic Bear and saved away.
There's not enough power on that ball to really surprise SSG. Ready off the post to save, but the passing plays sure look cool out of LG if they can go for more. Now the midfield, everyone's kind of waiting for the other person to make a move, and how to react is the name of the game. Now LJ can move forward with the rest of SSG with 3 minutes left. Hoxer up the side wall. Cheese tries to protect the back wall, does a good job of doing so. But now LJ was too far forward, so here's LG on the counterattack.
Reynolds, yeah, boy, Reynolds in a real tough spot there, trying to get that back to Magic Bear, and he's still got Hoxer chasing him. Boy, after that extermination by Reynolds in game 2, they have been all over, rather in game 1, they have been all over him, and they have not let him feel comfortable for more than a few seconds. The fact that he got a goal early in this game is almost an anomaly. They have not let him anywhere near the ball without somebody almost marking him.
Defense looking great for LG. Like, the backboard's protected. They're approaching these 50s that are in front of their net safely. It's denying these dunk opportunities. Now the counterattacks, the LG are just kind of dropping off the ball, but here's a follow-up out of Magic Bear almost to Cheese. All 3 of SSG have to break that up. And remember, it's match point for SSG. All is on the line. See if they can make top 8 once again. And Cheese,
oh no, Cheese, you need to be scoring that, mate. Oh no.
Cheese, who has been so great so far today. Once the negative vibes start, that's when you start to worry about him. And he turn it around here. He's got a couple of goals in this series. They're going to need more out of him because Space Station Gaming back on the attack. LJ got through one. Reynolds is there at the back line. He gets followed off, and then the shot. Down and in. It's
Jesus,
Chicago,
man.
who
That was a good
continues
shot
to
from
punish
Chicago.
LG.
What a
Oh,
shot out of
no.
Chicago off the sidewall, and
That
it came
could
in
be
fast
the
too,
decider
and
right
Steve
there.
thought
That
he could
miss
put off
from
to the
Cheese,
side.
and then they
We
get
get a
punished by
crack in the
Chicago.
lead with a minute 21.
That could be the
SSG
momentum swing
wanna
that's gonna
close
just
out
finish this
series.
3-0.
Now LG's defense has kept up for so long,
Oh,
and it
no.
eventually leaked through. Reynolds will step up as that captain.
They're only
as
down by
Magic
one,
Bear
but
bumping.
it's not
Looking
looking too
any
good for
gaps
them.
that his team could take advantage of, but these whips, you can't afford it out of LG. They lose that momentum.
Oh,
they
and that's a
punish
good
for
pass
it.
to Hoxer.
SSG
Yeah.
are just a step quicker now.
Oh,
Chicago grabbed the
boy.
corner boost. Reynolds went there as well. I don't know. I mean, he had plenty in the tank. And then nobody
What
could
else are
scramble
you
in front of the
gonna
net
do there?
in time. Look, if I tell you Chicago
Well,
has 2 goals,
okay.
you kind of roll your eyes and go, okay, show what, big deal. If I tell you he's got 2 goals a game in this series, then maybe you kind of lean forward in your chair a little bit. That's what he's got going for him right now. 6 goals and a couple of assists in this series. He has been phenomenal.
Ugh.
Yeah, SSG
Jesus.
are a machine that just keeps heating up, and LG tried to break it down gear by gear. See if they can force them out of structure. Now Chicago and LJ almost getting a pass, and if you're LG, you can't
Ooh,
afford
that's a
much
good
else,
touch from
and
Reynolds.
beats defender,
And Cheese with a follow.
Keep them within 1.
Reynolds passing
Well
sure
played
has been on
there.
point, hasn't it? Magic Bear feeds
Oh,
it
that's such a
forward.
good touch from
Huxer's ready to
Reynolds.
block the shot. There is no shot.
Cheese read it.
Reynolds just serves it up
Perfect.
on a platter for Cheese.
That's
who
good
has
for
his 10th
Luminosity.
goal of the day.
It might be
They have
one
more in them
1 minute
in
too late, but
27 seconds.
I mean,
Or will
there is still a
Space
good
Station
chance.
Gaming march to the top 8. Reynolds met by Hoxer. Magic Bear trying to chase LJ around, and Reynolds was almost
boy.
there for
That's just
Hoxer's
sniping
clear.
that.
It doesn't matter. LJ opens the gap to 2 again.
Yeah, okay, that's serious.
Needed Magic Bear to be forward,
There was a chance
to
for a
be
second
more
there,
focused
but
on the ball and the play
unlucky.
than just looking for bumps, because the bumps, the gaps are nice, but scoring, who is actually going to take the
That's
shot
good though.
matters.
Good from Space
Magic Bear's
Station.
done everything to demoing to bumping. He needed the second man to take a shot that would have tied the game, and SSG, they punish them every single time. Last 8 seconds. It would have to be Magic Bear scoring here and now, and he gets stopped at the line. There will be a sweep in favor of SSG to move on to top 8.
That's a good look for Space Station.
2-0,
That's a very good look.
Space Station won that series.
GG's to
every
Luminosity.
possible
They
way
did
you
play well,
could.
but
It
not
felt
good enough,
like
unfortunately,
as
for
they
a
weather the storm
victory
for
over Space
Luminosity,
Station.
They take their best shot, and
But I
throw it
reckon they'll
right
win their
back
next
in
match.
their face on a couple of occasions, especially that first